compute the slope of the secant line joining x equals 0 and x equal 1/2. I found the easiest way, because I'm going to do a graph of this guy, the easiest way, because I'm going to need to use x equal 1/2, I'm going to mark this off in half units. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. And if I go after, it's a parabola who opens down. If I go after the x-intercepts, and that's where y equals 0, or 2x minus x squared equals 0, x times 2 minus x equals 0. So we have 0 and 2 are my x-intercepts. Now this is a parabola. Where's the vertex? If 0 or 2 are my intercepts, where's the vertex? At 1, because it's in the middle, right? So the vertex is x equal 1. So this would be 2 times 1 minus 1 squared, which is 2 minus 1, or 1. And now try to get a good graph of him. That's the bowl. So this would be the graph of y equals 2x minus x squared. It says compute the slope of the secant line between 0 and 1/2. So here's 0, here's 1/2. And if I'm going to do a secant, might look something like that. Now this is one time I can't count. Would be nice, but I can't. So I'm going to have to calculate the 2 coordinate points. If x equals 0, that's easy, y equals 0. If x equals 1/2, well, I need the y value. So it's going to be f of 1/2 equals 2 times 1/2 minus 1/2 squared, which is 1 minus 1/4, or 3/4. So now I have my 2 points. So the slope of the secant is 3/4 minus 0 divided by 1/2 minus 0, which is 3/4 divided by 1/2, or 3/4 times 2 over 1, which is 6 over 4, or 3 over 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. And slope of the secant, I'll put an S there for secant. So that's just standard. Get 2 points, find slope of line. And then it says, use calculus to compute the slope of the tangent line at x equals 0 and compare it to the slope in part A. Well, if I'm going after the slope of the tangent, here's 0. And I'm going to take my straight edge, try to get it as close as I can, so it's going to glide along the graph. I'm going to come in at the graph to see if I can, that looks, well, I've got graph on either side. That's what I'm trying to get. As I come in, that doesn't look too bad. Now, if you take a look at the difference, the slope of the secant is one way, and then it gets bigger, right? So the slope of the tangent is going to be steeper. That number I should get should be bigger than 3/2. Well, let's see. Now we know what the drill is. Use calculus to compute the slope of the tangent. Remember, slope of the tangent is prime of x, which is the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Fortunately, this is less complicated. Still icky. So f of x plus h is 2 times x plus h minus x plus h squared, which is 2x plus 2h minus x plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared, which is 2x plus 2h minus x squared minus 2xh minus h squared. Remember, in all of this, if I've done this correctly, I will end up with, after the algebra portion, the only terms left will be those containing h's. If it's got an x or a constant in it, it's by itself with no h, then I've made a mistake. So step 2 is just the original problem, which is 2x minus x squared. Step 3 is f of x plus h minus f of x, which takes this mess in step 1. And subtracts off the original problem, more than one term, so it needs to be in parentheses. That's what's going to take out your terms that don't have h's in them. So it's 2x minus 2xh minus x squared minus 2xh minus h squared. And no, I'm wrong. There's no x in this first one. It's just 2h. So it's 2x minus 2h minus x squared minus 2xh minus h squared minus the original problem, which is minus 2x plus h squared, x squared. Now, plus x squared minus x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 2h minus 2xh minus h squared. Notice the only thing left standing are things that have h's. Now, what keyed me in that I copied something down wrong is I should not have a 2xh here and a 2xh here. Otherwise, I'd be able to combine things. And I can't combine anything. Now, step 4 says f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, which is minus 2h minus 2xh minus h squared over h.
Should be plus 2h.
2h.
The first term should be positive, because it's 2h.
What's the first term should be positive?
Step 3.
Step 3.
It should be 2x plus 2h. And 2x minus 2h.
Oh, thank you. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's true, because when I take the derivative is going to be 2 minus 2x. common factor of h. See how easy it is to make mistakes? H's go. So all of that work, now you know why I hated my instructor. The slope of the secant is 2 minus 2x minus h. But that's not what we're after. What are we after? We're not after the slope of the secant. We're after the slope of who? The tangent. This is just the algebra part.